Maxie faints nearly instantly after putting the night lotion on her face on the home and heart set. Lucy phones for an ambulance as the women rush to her. Lucy is informed that Maxie is having a heart attack by the paramedics when they arrive. Maxie got a heart transplant a long time ago, according to Lucy. Meanwhile, Spinelli receives a call from Brook Lynn telling him to go to the hospital. The cream Maxie used, which has since been forgotten, is highlighted by the camera. Carly informs Lulu at the Metro Court that Obrecht has consented to vacate the hotel. Because this is about her son, she thinks Obrecht wants what's best for Rocco. Carly runs over as soon as Nina appears and demands, "Show dare you show your face here after what you did to Willow and Michael?" Carly yells that if Nina had told Willow the truth about Drew, she could have spared her a great deal of suffering. Carly never cared about Willow, so Nina encourages her to get off her high horse before it throws her off. Before Drew turned her into someone she doesn't know, Carly claims she did. Carly claims that Nina is to blame for everything Willow has lost and is now. Unsure whether to step in and end the conflict, Gio talks to Lulu as he arrives to pick up his paycheck. Lulu is abruptly called by Brook Lynn to inform her that Maxie is in danger. Carly and Nina are still fighting. In the end, Nina yells and charges Carly. "Stop talking!" Nina tumbles into the pool after Carly shoves her. Michael has been invited to Sonny's house by Sonny and Diane to talk about their Drew issue. Michael describes how he was tricked by Drew into attacking him. Diane is concerned that Michael knew what he was going to do, and that his request for Tracy to take Wiley away could be interpreted as premeditation. Diane proposes that Michael could make a compromise and asks the court to allow Willow to visit the children in light of Drew's threats against Sonny and Michael. Because Willow is out of control, Michael is unable to. Under pressure, he admits that he thinks Willow was the one who singled Daisy out. He acknowledges that he has no evidence when Diane questions him about why he hasn't called the police. Sonny inquires as to how this might be resolved. Diane queries who witnessed Drew conversing with Wiley. According to Michael, Diane is concerned that none of the three, Tracy, Stella, and Martin, will withstand investigation. They need to locate an impartial witness, she argues. Felicia hands Drew his paperwork since she doesn't see that Brook Lynn has called. Lucas shows up to join the women in giggling over Drew's shiner as he leaves. Maxie is abruptly taken into the emergency room by the paramedics. Lucy shows in and tells Felicia what happened while Liz and Lucas try to save Maxie. Spinelli soon shows up in utter terror. When Lulu shows up, she calms Spinelli. Lulu contacts Emma to go monitor the kids because he left Georgie in charge and failed to inform them of the situation. Flora and Brook Lynn also show up, and Brook Lynn goes to Maxie's relatives and friends. They don't have any news when she asks whether there is any. Lucas and Liz rush to save Maxie, who is still in VFib at the emergency room. Lulu informs Spinelli that Emma is with the children and that he must have faith that Maxie will return to them. Meanwhile, Brook Lynn does not interfere with Lulu's efforts to assist Spinelli. Maxie is the best friend she has ever had, she confesses to Flora. At last, Maxie is returned to the cubicle by Lucas and Liz. Anna leaves a frustrated message for Jack to call her back regarding the Croatia mission in her workplace. When Justine Turner shows up, she calls Drew, dirty as they come, but she is unable to elaborate. She urges Anna to start an investigation into him. Anna claims that if Drew retaliates, she might lose her job, and that this feels like a trap. When Drew shows up to inform Anna that he has been the victim of a crime committed by Michael, Anna needs Justine to reassure her. He explains what happened to Turner and Anna. When Anna mentions that Drew, a decorated Navy SEAL, was assaulted by his nephew, she appears to suppress her laughter. Turner asserts that this is still illegal and that they need to treat it seriously, pointing out that given Michael's history, they may be dealing with felony assault. Drew is pleased that he is getting what he wants. Or does he receive what Turner is aware of? Joss is held by Vaughn in the shower in Croatia, and they quickly start kissing. They hastily return to the bedroom, rip each other's garments off, and strike the bed linens. Joss leaps out of bed after having sex and quickly begins discussing their next course of action. "I'm sorry, Joss?" They have a limited amount of time to discover what is happening here, but they both believe that Britt is their greatest chance. They get dressed and intend to start their strategy tomorrow. According to Vaughn, going to bed is the only thing left to do tonight. "I've been there and done it." When Jason enters her room, Britt questions him about how he located her, what he's doing, and why. He explains that he followed her here after spotting her at the Paris airport. He thought about honoring her desires and letting her be alone, but he started to worry that she had no say in all of this. He asks her to accompany him home, But she says she can't go back to Paris at this time since she can't risk being discovered, and she will never return to Port Charles. Is she in danger? Jason wonders. Britt talks about their past together and how he left her for Carly. She also remembers that Dad died defending her and her mother from Victor, and that it crushed her in a similar way to how the boulders allegedly crushed him. Here he is now, living. He notes that she is as well. How did she make it through the hook? He asks. Jason is instructed by Britt to first describe how he survived. In order to save Carly, he offers her a brief overview of what it means to be an FBI informant. Britt complains that he doesn't deserve an explanation from Carly and that all roads lead back to her. She mourned him. She'd forgiven him while standing at his tomb. She retracts her statement, referring to him as a self-centered idiot. Now that her Huntington's disease is in remission and she has started a new life, she maintains that she made the decision to remain dead because she did not want her family to see her decline. He informs her that she is in danger, that the WSB has identified the location, and that something significant is happening here. Tonight, Jason says he can get her out of here. She claims she doesn't require saving, and that if she did, she could save herself. She threatens to call security if he doesn't leave. What will happen if she does? He asks. Maxie was having a heart attack, but Lucas informs the family that she is stable at GH. They simply need to wait for her to awaken. The crisis is over. Brook Lynn asks Lucas if he knows what caused this and pulls him away for a conversation. Unaware, he inquires about the cream and whether it might have been a reaction. They all used it more than once, so it can't be the cream, Lucy interrupts. According to Lucas, Maxie was in excellent health. Who's willing to wager that the tub of cream won't be present on the set again? Nina shouts that Carly might have broken her neck at the pool. Carly lashes out once more, accusing Nina of being responsible for everything that occurred, and vowing that she and Willow will never again interact with those children. According to Michael at Sonny's, it's obvious that Drew is taking advantage of this development to save Willow's bacon and win her children back. Diana regrettably claims that Drew has a case. Although they don't yet have a case, Drew appreciates Turner in Anna's office for taking him seriously. Michael will have his own version of events, Anna observes. Michael and Drew receive the same counsel from Diane and Turner. Witnesses will be crucial in this case. Vaughn advises her to go to sleep and offers to take the first watch since he thinks it would be safer if they slept in shifts back in Croatia. After sexing, it's unlikely that either of them will sleep at all. When Jason is finally shown the door by Britt, he leaves in despair. "We have a problem and need to put a stop to it immediately," Britt says over the phone while by herself.